Hey, I'm Richard Blake, and if you've been working hard but still feel broke, there's a reason, and it's not your salary. The truth is, most people sabotage their own future with small daily decisions that kill any real wealth building strategy. If you don't fix these silent leaks, you'll keep asking yourself why money disappears faster than it comes. In this video, I'll show you the top spending habits to avoid if you want to escape the cycle and finally learn how to stop being broke. And believe me, if you miss this, you'll keep chasing wealth while the rich quietly build it. Most people assume that once you're rich, you start living large. But when you look at Warren Buffett still living in the same modest house he bought for $31,500 in 1958, or Elon Musk choosing a $50,000 prefab near SpaceX, something doesn't add up. These billionaires could buy entire neighborhoods, but instead, they prioritize a wealth-building strategy over flashy spending. This flips the script on what people believe about wealth. Most are stuck in a loop trying to look rich while staying broke, maxing out credit cards just to impress people they don't even like. But the truly wealthy don't think that way. They understand that financial freedom comes from simplicity, not showing off. The lesson? Stop associating luxury with success. True wealth hides behind discipline and quiet confidence. While others are trying to flex on social media, the wealthy are compounding their net worth quietly and avoiding the spending habits to avoid that most people fall for without even noticing. Habit 1. New electronics for status. Buying the latest iPhone every year doesn't make you wealthy. It makes Apple wealthier. Many people fall into the trap of chasing new gadgets just to feel relevant or admired. But that's not a smart money move. It's just an expensive illusion wrapped in shiny metal and marketing. Wealthy people don't upgrade unless it adds real value. They don't buy things to show off. They invest in tools that pay them back. If your current phone works, why drop $1,200 just to impress coworkers? That's not a wealth-building strategy. That's emotional spending dressed as treating yourself. Instead of chasing tech trends, chase financial independence. Save that money, invest in ETFs, or learn a new skill. Read The Psychology of Money before your next impulse buy. It'll shift your mindset faster than any processor upgrade ever could. And speaking of upgrades, let's talk about a status trap that's way bigger than a phone. Habit number 2, oversized homes as status symbols. A huge house might look like success, but it can quietly rob you of your freedom. While you're paying off that extra guest room you never use, someone else is putting that money to work, buying assets, not liabilities. Oversized homes drain more than just money. They drain peace of mind. The rich often choose frugal living over financial stress. Instead of chasing square footage, they chase efficiency and value. Warren Buffett could own castles, yet he sticks with comfort over ego. That's not being cheap. That's being smart. Less space, less cleaning, less debt, more freedom. If your dream home becomes your financial prison, was it ever a dream to begin with? Downsizing might not look glamorous on Instagram, but neither does a lifetime mortgage. Let's move from houses to something else people wear just to feel rich. Habit number 3, expensive brand name clothes. Some people wear logos like armor, as if Gucci on your chest means wealth in your wallet. But here's the truth. How rich people think isn't about flexing. They invest in simplicity and comfort, not overpriced cotton stitched with a name they paid to advertise. Millionaires aren't blowing their budgets on $800 sneakers. They wear plain black tees, not to save money, but because they know status doesn't come from stitching, it comes from substance. Mark Zuckerberg wears the same thing daily, not because he's broke, but because he values time, not fashion drama. Next time you feel tempted by designer trends, ask yourself, is this a need or a need to be seen? Because building wealth isn't about impressing strangers. It's about budget hacks and mindset discipline. Now let's talk about something even flashier than fashion: shiny new cars. Habit number 4, buying new cars instead of used. Drive a brand new car off the lot and it instantly loses 15 to 20% of its value. That's not a car, that's a financial grenade. Meanwhile, The rich are quietly buying reliable used vehicles that don't scream wealth, but help them build it. Buying a used Toyota Corolla instead of a new BMW isn't a downgrade. It's a decision aligned with millionaire habits. You're not just saving money, you're avoiding interest payments, insurance hikes, and hidden fees that slowly bleed your net worth. The next time you feel tempted by a dealership showroom, remember that new car smell fades fast, but smart investing doesn't. Let's now look at another common leak in your wallet, the one that disguises itself as having fun. Habit number 5, impulsive entertainment spending. Happy hour here, a concert there, a spontaneous weekend trip just because it's Friday, and suddenly you're wondering where your money went. This isn't fun. It's wasteful spending wearing a party hat. The truth? Small luxuries become massive leaks over time. Wealthy people enjoy life, sure, but on their terms. They budget for leisure, they don't let it rule them. A $20 bar tab 5 nights a week adds up to $400 a month. That's $4,800 a year, enough to fund an entire Roth IRA. Think about that the next time you say, it's just one drink. The problem isn't pleasure, it's lack of control. Entertainment should recharge you, not bankrupt you. And while we're on the topic of false promises, let's talk about the biggest scam in the book. Habit number 6, get rich quick schemes. Ever seen those ads saying, make $10,000 a week with zero effort? Yeah, if that were true, your Uber driver wouldn't still be driving. These schemes prey on desperation, not intelligence, and they're the enemy of any wealth-building strategy rooted in reality. Rich people don't fall for magic buttons. They build systems. They invest in knowledge, time-tested methods, and personal finance tips grounded in logic. Instead of gambling on the next guru, invest in books like Unshakable by Tony Robbins or Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And while people are throwing money at empty promises, they're missing the real danger, the tiny daily habits that drain your fortune silently. Habit number 7, daily coffee and food deliveries. A $5 latte sounds harmless until it becomes $150 a month, $1,800 a year. Add food delivery and you're eating your way out of financial independence. These habits feel innocent, but they're silent killers of your budget. Wealthy individuals often cook at home, bring coffee from a French press, and avoid delivery apps like the plague, not because they're stingy, but because they know compound savings matter more than short-term cravings. That's how to save money without sacrifice, just smarter choices. Want to level up your money game? Track your daily habits for 30 days? You'll be shocked by what's bleeding your wallet. And speaking of bleeding, let's take a peek at those little impulse buys that seem harmless but aren't. Habit number 8, useless trinkets and decor. It's a $12 candle here, a quirky wall sign there, and suddenly your apartment looks like a gift shop, and your bank account looks like a desert. These small purchases don't feel damaging, but they add zero value. That's the trap, buying volume instead of value. Rich people don't fill space, they protect it. Their homes are clean, intentional, minimal. Not because they hate stuff, but because they value focus and clarity. Save versus spend isn't about being strict, it's about choosing what really adds meaning. So next time you're tempted by a cute impulse buy, ask yourself, is this helping me get closer to financial freedom? If not, leave it. Because the richest people build wealth not by earning more, but by wasting less. So now that you know exactly what's been draining your wallet, what are you going to do about it? Will you keep spending like everyone else and wonder why nothing changes? Or will you finally take control of your money and rewrite your future? Because financial freedom isn't reserved for the lucky. It's built by those who make smarter, quieter moves every day. Let me ask you this. Which of these habits are you guilty of? And which one are you cutting out first? Drop your answer in the comments. I want to see who's really ready to break free from the broke mindset and start living like the wealthy do, on purpose. And hey, if this video opened your eyes, don't just leave. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because I'll be dropping more personal finance tips, budget hacks, and smart money moves to help you reach financial independence faster